So I think there's a question from Ilani.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay.
Hello, please go ahead with asking the question.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. This is a question from Vivek one. Sir, almost sitting actually. They are all useful and very big at what you do today. If you were to go back and if you could start over all of them, what would you change? What would you do differently and why?
Can you repeat the question?
So the question was, all of you are very successful today, and if you were to start over again, what would you do differently?
Is that question for Vivek Paul or?
Vivek Paul and to the whole panel.
Yeah.
So I would say that my single biggest learning has been that whenever I started something new, I had the right intuition, and I should have trusted it and gone harder and faster. And it's one of those things where, in retrospect, if there's anything you would do differently, it would be go harder and faster at what you were going to do. Don't hold back.
Prem, would you like to add on to that?
If I had to go back and start all over again, I think the thing which is, I thought I should have started my entrepreneurship for the startup company as soon as I graduated from Pilani and came here. Should have done it much earlier, because you really enjoy when you are in that particular environment. And I really enjoyed it, the early parts of all the startup which I was involved in.
Alagu, you want to give a perspective from your side now?
Yeah, I think one of the things that I have not done very well is use the BITS network, and I think I would do that much more moving forward. When I came here, there's at least, I would say, 15 to 20 people from my electrical engineering batch who are here. At one point we were in the valley. I think a lot of them are still in the valley. I sort of moved more into the software side, most of them because they did electrical engineering. They stayed in chip design and all that kind of stuff. But I think that's a perfect example of an area where we could have collaborated. A person on the software side and a person on more on the ASIC thing and things like that, which to date I have not done. Any of the companies I've worked in, I haven't had a single BITSian who's worked at the company. Today at Blue Code, there's no single BITSian. That's very different when you're actually talking about IITs. There's certain startups you see where everybody's from IIT, and so they do quite a bit to sort of get all of them together. And I don't know, it's because of the brand, or they put more effort into recruiting. And I think I'll do quite a bit more moving forward.
Do we have any other questions? Okay, so.
Oh,
okay. Raju, how about you?
Okay, well, there's plenty of mistakes I made along my journey, and I still continue to. So, the one biggest one is more along the lines of what Vivek was talking about. In my case, partly I think coming from technology background and coming from Intel, there was always a strong desire to kind of differentiate ourselves, even though we're in services space, through some products that we build, some IP that help us differentiate, which has worked out wonderfully. And even today, one of the areas that I don't worry about as much is getting into new accounts, largely because of this sort of IP that we build. At the same time, I think it's unless you have scale does matter. Customers do care for that. You just can't grow this into a large global business, which I'm very determined to do, and I will get there. But I wish I learned that much earlier and thought more about how to gain scale in the business, while at the same time we maintain our differentiators.
Okay. So with that.